What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is White Gamer, and today we're going to go over some of the best Playstyle Plus to use post-patch. We're going to start from the scoring one and then go all the way down to the physical. We're only going to go over the plus version. The first one we're going to talk about is the Finesse Shot Plus. Now, this one's really good for Division. Not that many people use this in competitive, but if you play Division or even drop-ins, which I know the majority of you guys do, this one's really, really good. It's still good from outside the box. If you're at a certain angle from the edge of the box and the keeper's out of position and you shoot it far post or to the post that the keeper isn't covering, you're going to score it 99% of the time, or at least get it on target. Another good thing about Finesse Shot Plus post patch is that since the shooting in general from inside the box got improved, when you're inside the box and you go for the finesse shot, you're most likely you're going to score it majority of the time, as long as you're not under pressure or anything like that. So yeah, guys, the Finesse Shot Plus is a really good one. It's been good all year, and it's still good. The next one I want to talk about is the Power Shot Plus. This one is still very, very good. Now, I don't know if I have any examples to show you guys, but if you guys have been watching my stream when we play 11v11 tournaments or just 11v11 competitive in general, a lot of strikers use this, and it's because it's super hard for goalkeepers to save it because the ball travels just much, much faster and has just so much more power to the shot. And when you do Power Shot Plus, it all comes down to how well you're aiming it. So aiming is really important, but guys, the Power Shot Plus is one of the best ones for an attacker, striker. I've seen wingers use this as well, but I think for strikers, it's best. Even for cams and CMs as well. This one's really, really, really good. Now, let's go to the passing, guys. We're going to go with Incisive Pass Plus. This one's going to be really good for cams, CM, and even CDM. The main reason I say CDM because not only is this good for through balls, but just when you do long passes in general with Y or triangle, this is going to be very good. The majority of the players that are going to benefit this are going to be cams. They're going to benefit this because the amount of through balls you can send, it is much better, especially with EA improving the passing in general. According to EA, they improved the passing and the lofted passes. So Incisive Pass Plus is really good. As you guys can see for these clips, the amount of through balls that you can find to your striker or to whoever you need to find up top, it is really good. And this one's much better than the regular one because when you go for the through ball, the ball will pass not only the defender but your attacker, and it'll be right in front of them so they can just run onto the ball, which is really good. The next one is the Ping Pass Plus. Now, this one's going to be good for CM, CDM. You could use this for winger, but I wouldn't really recommend it for winger, but pretty much anywhere in the middle of the pitch. CM, CDM, even cam. This allows for the ball to travel much faster on the ground. And to activate this, you press RB and A or R1 and square if you're on PlayStation. Like I mentioned, guys, the passing overall in general has gotten much better and it's been more fluid. So if you need to do a short pass, with a driven pass, this will get activated. If you need to find your teammates that are far out on the pitch, you can find them since the ball travels much quicker when you're using this playstyle. And guys, I want to mention that this playstyle only gets activated when you do the driven pass, like I mentioned, RBA or R1 and X. Also, the long ball pass plus is a good one. Now, this one's really good for cams, CM, and even CDMs. So anytime you need to find your teammates that are far out on the pitch, or if you just need to chip it over the defense, like you guys are seeing in some of these clips, chipping over the defense is really good. And what's better about this one compared to the regular one is this one doesn't go as high. It goes high enough where it's going to just dink over the defense. And I think this one has just been really, really good. Last but not least is the Tiki Taka Plus. Since the passing got improved and just in general, the ground passes come out a bit faster, the Tiki Taka Plus is really good for those one-time passes and short distance passes. This is even better when 3 or 4 of your teammates have this and you guys are just moving the ball really, really quick. This is really, really a good one for cam, CM, CDM, for a lot of positions, guys. Especially, like I mentioned, when a lot of your teammates have this, you can just knock it around really nice and just get really good attacks. So any of these 4 passing ones are really, really good. Now, from the defending, we're going to go with the most obvious one, Anticipate Plus. EA improved the standing tackles. So now when you make standing tackles, you're going to get rewarded. They're sometimes going to stay right in front of you, or if they do bounce away from you, it'll bounce towards your teammates. So that's why the Anticipate Plus is one of the best ones to use for a defender. A CB, a CDM. You can probably use it as CM as well, but CB and CDM are the best positions to use Anticipate Plus. The standing tackler is just much better when you're using the plus version, even the regular one too. But the plus one is a bit better than the regular one just because the ball doesn't really move that much and it stays right in front of you. I also want to do an honorable mention from the defending. The block plus also got a bit better in my opinion. And then the bruiser plus, I think this one's really good for fullbacks as well. And a bit of CBs, but mostly for fullbacks. Because the majority of the time when you're playing as a fullback, you're coming up against wingers, and if you use this one, oh man, you're gonna just bully them completely. So the bruiser plus and the block plus are my honorable mention. Anticipate plus is really, really good. Now, from the ball control, the rapid plus. Now, I don't have any examples to show you guys, but when you're using this, not only will your player take good touches when you're running with the ball, but it's going to allow you to reach your sprint speed to the full potential. That's why players like Ousmane Dembele and Mbappe have this, so they can reach their sprint speed to the fullest potential, and the touches on the ball when they're running with it, it's not that heavy. This is really good for strikers and wingers, guys, and even I would say also Cam as well, but mainly for strikers and winger, it is just really, really good. Now, I do want to mention an honorable mention is the technical plus. Since the gameplay just feels a bit smoother in my opinion, and according to the majority of the people, when you press RB or R1, this will allow for the ball to literally glue to you, and you can just move super smooth with the ball staying pretty basically glued to you, Messi-like dribbling. Now, from this physical, well, before we go to the physical, I want to mention the technical plus is good for wingers, Cam. You can use it for striker, but I wouldn't really use it for striker, mostly for wingers and cams and maybe even CMs. Now, from the physical, the quick step plus, since the pace just in general matters more now, the quick step plus and the rapid plus, just when it comes to pace, will be just much better. That's why players like Vinicius Jr. has this play style. It just allows you to accelerate quicker. You guys can see a lot of our teammates were using this in competitive, and it's just a really good play style, even much better now. Since the pace matters and you can outrun your defenders. This is good for strikers, wingers, even fullbacks. I even play with a CB that was using this as CB, since it just allows you to accelerate quicker. Keep in mind, this only gets activated for about 5 seconds in game. But yeah, with the pace mattering more than ever now, this is really good for those positions that I mentioned. I also want to say that the aerial plus is still really good for tall strikers, CBs, CDMs. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, those are some of the best playstyles I think that are really good for this post patch. The rapid plus, the quick step plus, those forward passing that we mentioned, tiki-taka, long ball pass, ping pass, incisive pass, from the scoring, finesse shot plus, and power shot plus. You know, depending on what position you play, if I were you, I'll play around with some of them. Like, for example, if you're a cam, definitely have the incisive pass plus. If you're a striker, go between the power shot plus or the finesse shot plus. So it all depends how you play and whatnot and the teammates that you have around you. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think. Did I miss any of the playstyle plus? Other than that, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.